Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm Jen Orton. I'm from the Ludington area. I work with West Shore ESD. They used to call us Mason Lake and Oceana ISD. And I'm so happy to be here and to be here with my colleagues. And so why don't we go ahead and introduce ourselves? We don't really talk about that, but why don't you come on up and just say who you are and where you're from?
Okay. Hi, my name is Amy Oak, and I'm formerly from the Muskegon ISD. That's where I've done a lot of this grammar work, and I now work independently directly with schools.
And I'm Erin Brown. I am currently with the Muskegon ISD, and I'm really excited to be here. Thank you.
All right. And you've already met Mark, and Pam and Bruce will also be kind of unofficial assistants, and we call ourselves the Wild West team. So that gives you a little bit of information about us. So as we shift into the day, I'm going to center myself right over here. And you're going to want to be able to see a screen. So there's some cartoons up on the screen. So make sure that you can shift so you can see a screen. If you need to move a little bit, feel free to do that. So welcome. And we roll out the red carpet to you. We are so happy to have you here. And this is a working group. And so we're all going to be working together. And there'll be a little more facilitating and presenting today and less each day as we move into more and more of the grade level work groups. So anytime we get together as groups, we want to have agreements, not necessarily rules, but working agreements. And I do a lot of work with adaptive schools, and this is how we define working agreements. So they're guidelines. It's how we want to behave with each other. And so in a minute, we'll come up with some working agreements for this group. And let me share a model with you. This is from an elementary, it's a church choir, and these are the working agreements they came up with. And I'm going to read these in case you can't see them. Number 1 is don't sing bad words. Number 2, be quiet when Mr. Jason is talking. Number 3, sing loud but not louder than it's pretty. No smoking. Don't make fun of others. Don't sing wrong notes. Keep your clothes on. Amen. So would you, at the table you're at, and feel free to scooch over to somebody else's table if you're by yourself or just with a group, try to have at least groups of 4 or larger, and introduce yourselves, tell why you're here. And then if you would also share one working agreement that has supported you with the groups that you've worked with before, and then we'll be asking you to share out one of those working agreements from your group. So what questions do you have about those directions? Okay, so if you could shift so you're at least in a group of 4 for the next 10 or 15 minutes, and we will let you introduce yourselves. In the next minute, can you hear me all right? In the next minute, we'll ask you to share one out from your table group. So if you could decide what that one's going to be that you'll share out, and we'll come get it in about 1 minute. Thanks.